Hi everybody, I'm Gordon Smith, and I'm a spiritual medium and healer, and I'm now in my 60s, early 60s, but since I was a child, I was receiving episodes of communication with people in the spirit world, or the consciousness of people in the spirit world. So from very, very young, I've had this phenomena around my life where messages come to me for people who are grieving. And when I was young, I didn't really understand that. I just thought it was something quite sensational. But then I learned to go and develop my gift. And I realized that it actually was a gift, that it was a tool for healing. And especially when somebody had recently lost a loved one, a child, a husband, a wife, so on. And they were lost in their grief, that the words that I could pass to them from their loved one became very healing indeed. So I spent many years, the last almost 40 years of my life, developing my mind, because it's my mind, I realized, that works, not the physical body, but my mind has to be adjusted to that other world. And in learning how to process my mind, it has brought me great comfort to know that the people I've lost are still actively conscious in another realm. And as I say, for the last 40 years, it has been such a joy to be able to bring healing and comfort to families where they felt so lost. So that's who I am. I'm Gordon, the healer and medium. One of the things about that I learned again when I was very young was through Buddhism. I practiced Buddhism when I was young. I was very attracted to it. I felt I was guided to go towards Tibetan Buddhism. And within the teachings I learned there, it was all about how to work with my mind. So as a medium, it was really valuable to understand how my mind works, but equally how human suffering is. And so through Buddhism, I learned a lot about that suffering was not a punishment. It was karmic, something that happens to everybody if they live long enough. So learning to deal with it within your own mind space brought, again, peace and healing to people. So being able to combine my mediumship with the work of Tibetan Buddhists has been another wonderfully special thing that I've been allowed to do. Through My Eyes was my third book in a series that I'd written, but the first two books were more almost biographical, talking about me, how I discovered mediumship and different things, whereas Through My Eyes is actually all about the grief, and also how, as a medium, I recognize different emotions in people, because this was the purpose of writing it, was to try and help people to see where they were on their journey of grief. Because some people, when they had loss, I recognized, just stopped living. And that wasn't the purpose of mediumship, just to give a clever message. It was actually to get these people back into life, to show them that there's a life after death for our consciousness, but equally we must live on after the death of a loved one in this world. Our whole journey means that we have to finish this life, not die because someone we love died. So that was the purpose of this book, was to give people the tools, if you like, to help their mind accept loss and live on beyond it, but equally learn to celebrate the love and the life that they had with the person that they'd lost. Because many people go into grief and forget the good times, whereas this is the time we should celebrate the life that we've lost, not become completely, emotionally stopped in our tracks. We must learn to go forward and live with that, because we honor our loved ones when we remember the good things. And that's something I've learned from the spirit world itself, that the more we see the joy of living with someone we've lost and remember all the wonderful things that we did together or they did for us, then it's almost like a boost to their consciousness on the other side. They feel the love that we send out and the beautiful memories. Our memories, remember, are like the jewels of our mind. So we don't lock them away when someone dies. We take them out and look at them and think how lucky we are to have shared these with other people.